One question.
First one is just a one-liner answer I need from Meredith. Why do, and this is a video question, why do Greens consider Liberals as strange bedfellows, as opposed to Labourers? And second question is, and this is to both of you, that what is your policy if certain refugees come to ACD and make their home
Well, I'm not sure if it's about strange bedfellows. Certainly what we always look at policy, and to our members as well, policy is an incredibly important place to start when you find yourself in a balance of power situation having to make a decision, and that will continue to be the basis that we work from. If you actually look at the history of the Greens, I was Kerry Tucker, a former Greens member of the Legislative Assembly who supported Kate Carnell to be Chief Minister. And we also had, of course, a minority Liberal government down in Tasmania where Christine Milne and the Greens supported a minority Liberal government there for some time. So it's not always the case that we will just make that, it's not just about one party over another. It certainly does start from looking at policy, and our policy agenda is important to us, and that's where we'll always start our negotiations and discussions. In regards to your second question, which is about refugees, yes, we welcome refugees and migrants to our city. Refugees and migrants have worked the city. We do think that we need to ensure that we have the sorts of support services and so forth, and we do have some great community organisations. We need to keep that up and make sure it is matching the needs of people coming to the city. But one thing, I'm second generation Canberran, so my grandparents on both sides turned up here in the late 1920s. And it was a lot of sheep paddocks then, I can tell you, and very few people. But really, that's been one of the things I have found such a wonderful thing about growing up in this city has been the multiculturalism, which I think has been so enriching. I want to see that continue for my children and so on. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm one generation of my father left Belfast because of his religion after World War II. He couldn't get a fair go there. He came here as an economic refugee, a religious refugee, and Australia's been great to him. Mum and Dad lived in the Kirkland parish in the 80s. They were part of a resettlement program for refugees that saw a lot of South Americans come, particularly Chileans, come to Canberra. When Mum died, Dad actually married one of them, so I've got a Chile woman to step up, which is just great. You know, our record in government, the Kosovos, when the Balkans conflict was on, we found public housing for them, we gave them all sorts of systems. It's Australia's great strength, and it's Canberra's great strength. Look at it, they're all shapes, sizes, colours, religions, faiths, socio-economic groups. We're sitting at a restaurant, we're having a discussion about an election in a country where nobody gets beaten up, nobody gets shot at, nobody gets killed, and there's no violence on the streets when we have elections. It's because of you. And it's because of the system, and we should be very proud of it.